This is the movie store where we carry all of your forgotten memories from childhood, whether it be on Saturday mornings going to the theater, first dates, whatever it is. So, think of me as your curator who is going to be pairing you and these movies that, perhaps you remember, perhaps you don't yet remember, but in any case, think of me as a matchmaker to you, these movies, and better, simpler, happier times. I'm pretty good at reading people, so what I'm going to do is look at these movies, try to pick a couple of these that I think that look like you, and see if we're right. It's not a complete science. I might be wrong a time or two, but I'm pretty good at this. If I do land on something and you do want to relive this memory, please tell me. I have these cellophane bags. And if you do find something that you like and want to watch again, I'll wrap them up for you. You can be on your way, reliving better times. How about that? Fantastic. Well, without further ado, let's begin. Let's see. You know what? Let's just start from the beginning, shall we? What about Pirates of the Caribbean? Join your favorite Captain Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp, in his adventures to recover his famous ship, the fastest ship in the sea, the Black Pearl. He teams up with Orlando Bloom, William Turner, the son of a pirate turned blacksmith, falling in love with the damsel in distress, Keira Knightley. You've seen it? Maybe. Okay, well, I'll put it back in the pot. Let's see. Perhaps a time even a little before my own. Indiana Jones. Now this is the 3 movies. Back when this came out, it really was just 3 movies. It's been a lot more since then, but this is your favorite archaeology professor. Sorry, fedora-wearing archaeology professor. The very first movie is about the Lost Ark and trying to find the Lost Ark before the bad guys. The Temple of Doom always used to terrify me as a child, which I think I get a pass on. Something about human ritual realistic sacrifices. I feel like it's okay to be to be frightened as a child of that. And then Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think this series can actually boast that it just kept getting better, and in the third movie, he runs into his father, and it's just phenomenal. There's lots of historical context and blimps, and it's phenomenal. Harrison Ford. Who would have thought it would be so iconic? This was right after the playing Han Solo and Indiana Jones at basically the same time. It was kind of crazy. What do you think about this one? Think about this one too. Okay. I'll put this right up here. Right up here. Let's see. So, The Polar Express. Great movie, great book. My mother's personal favorite. Let's see. What about? There we go. National Treasure. National Treasure with Nicolas Cage. Treasure Hunter. Finds a secret map. What is it on the back of the Declaration of Independence that leads him to a wild chase? Oh, say no more. You want this one? You forgot this one even existed. That's okay. I think they made a couple of them, but none of them are better than the first, in my opinion. So let's grab this then. How's that? I already got one. Phenomenal movie, and great actors. It reminds me of watching living room with my siblings, sisters, and just good times. Let's see if we can continue. What do you say? Of course. You know what? We can't go without this, right? Spy Kids 3D. This basically mint condition. This was the first, probably for a lot of people, but definitely for me, it was the very first 3D movie that I saw. And you walk in there with those stupid 3D glasses that are, blue on one side, red on the other side, and you get ready for magic, and it was magical as a child, a little bit less as an adult, but there has been other Spy Kids movies, but this holds a special place for me. Basically, these kids, it's kind of like, I guess, Ready Player One. If Ready Player One was a 2000s movie, they have to go into like a video game, and it's really a good movie if you were a child. I don't know how I would think about it if I was watched it today, but show you this. Again, collector's edition. The actual you actually have the 3D glasses, and I remember the desire for this was pretty intense in me as a child. Pop these bad boys out. What do you think? Do I look cool? Or do I look cool? Right. Cameo from Danny Trejo and Sylvester Stallone and Tony Banderas. Like, there's some cool dudes in this. I'll set it right up at the top of the pile. Lord of the Rings. You already have them. Nope, as long as you already have them. We also have Harry Potters. Have you seen the Harry Potters as well? Yeah, that's one of those that the movies were okay, but not even a fraction of what was in the books could be in the movies, or else, the movies would be 100,000 hours, and it's exaggeration, obviously. And then I remember Aragon. You remember Aragon? Aragon came out. It was kind of like a mix between Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. So it was interesting. It was good. The second book was questionable. Let's see. You know what? Taken by Liam. He didn't direct it, with Liam Neeson. This was actually, I think, the movie that really put Liam Neeson on the radar. Now, this was good and this was bad for him, because it was good in that now, he was famous, but it was not so good that he literally cannot play another role now. He's always gonna be, what's his name, Brian something. I don't even think they have his name on here, this character's name, but after this, every single movie that Liam Neeson played, he played the same character, and this is, daughter goes to France, gets kidnapped. He has to come out of retirement, being a CIA agent, and go and basically kills half of Paris. I don't know how it's possible. He killed half of Paris and never got caught, and then nobody cared afterwards, but what do you think? Yeah, gotcha. Let's do another one. so far we've got you some wonderful, wonderful movies, but they're a little action-packed. Let's see if maybe we can find you some films that are maybe more comedy or relaxing. Let's see. We got some decent animated movies here. Monsters, Inc. Definitely one of my favorites, with some of the greatest voice actors known to man, Billy Crystal and John Goodman, about monsters. And they scare kids and they get energy. It's kind of, it's a really cute movie. And then, of course, The Incredibles. You've seen The Incredibles, of course. You want to see it? Okay. Let's... Voila. The original Pixar mother with the hips so wide she can barely squeeze through a door. I don't know what the animators were thinking when they designed Pixar mothers, but yeah. Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Baby Jack Jack, Frozone. So many cool characters, such cool writing. It's a family of superheroes. And basically a midlife crisis. Mr. Incredible has to come out of retirement, and I don't want to. You've seen it, so we don't need to get into it that much. But this is the original special. Was it? Yeah, collector's edition. Yeah, I'll put that up there. I know it's difficult to narrow it down, but if you don't, you literally be leaving here with 200 films. Let's see. I'll pull this out just to see. Now, am I right? I tell you what, I grew up with two sisters, but I'm not embarrassed to admit I watched this movie an embarrassing amount of times. I even memorized all the songs. I could sing along with it. Zac Efron, his original kind of putting him on the map movie, High School Musical, and it was a Disney Channel. That's the crazy thing. I remember, man, back during original, Disney Channel original movies, ABC Family original movies, there were some good movies, and this is one of them. This wasn't, a money maker, cash grab kind of thing. This was all part of the Disney Channel program, and that's what this movie represents more than anything to me, is a time when the Disney Channel actually put out good stuff and did it just as, part of their program. You would see commercials for a couple weeks out, then you'd see the movie, and it was great. You didn't have to pay extra for it. It was part of cable. There was no streaming. It was just there. So, simpler times, simpler days, and man, I really, really enjoyed that, and a couple of the other ones that they had as well. So, let's see. Of course, Remember the Titans. Probably the greatest sports movie ever. Debatable. I know, debatable. Hidalgo with Viggo Mortensen. I remember being like super Lord of the Rings fan, and anything with Viggo Mortensen in it, I watched. And Hidalgo was one of those super good. Let's see. Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell. The Replacements, that was a good one. Another Harry Potter, Goal, The Dream Begins. Kuno Becker, did you ever see that? Kuno Becker, Goal, The Dream Begins. Oh man, it was a good one. It's a good one. The Princess Diaries 2, Beverly Hills Ninja, Chris Farley. Let's do this. Now we're really doing some Indiana Jones stuff, trying to move piles around. SpiderMan 3. Now, I know what you're going to say. I'm going to know what generation you're from, depending on your reaction to this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. If your first reaction is, ew, that's not Tom Holland, I know you're younger, much, much younger. And if your reaction is, yeah, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, then I know you're a millennial, like me. Man, back when the Spider-Man came out, Spider-Man trilogy, we didn't know that they were, quote-unquote, bad. They were just Spider-Man. And it was okay. It was good. When you saw this, you didn't know any different. Now, obviously, then, different generation will say, no, man, that's not the right Spider-Man. But back then, it was good in this one. Well, this is the one with Venom. So, they have a lot of just, James Franco, the original Spider-Man, the first one, and the one with the Sandman was good stuff. Doc Ock. This was Spider-Man. That was definitely a different time, a different generation. Okay. So, are there any more that you would like to claim today? Spy Kids and The Incredibles. Okay. And if you ever, do want the Indiana Jones, just come on back. Actually, I have a couple of copies of it. Let's start with The Incredibles. One cool thing about these old DVD cases, that they actually have these locks. So you had to go up and open it that way. And as you can see, got both discs. And they used to have these in here as well. DVD guides. Used to be able to look at, scene selections, cover art, a little bit about the characters. The names of the characters. Man, in my opinion, just a superior form of physical media. But this was also back before a lot of, there was no streaming service. And when Netflix did start, it started out as a mail-in system. You got your stuff in the mail. this one, I don't think will fit in the plastic. I'll just leave this out separate. So here we are. We have National Treasure, we have Taken, we have The Incredibles, and we have Spy Kids 3D. Huh. Phenomenal selections. Here you are. Yes, well, as you can see, we still have lots and lots of hidden memories, hidden gems of simpler, earlier, possibly better times. So I want you to reflect on everything you've seen here, and if you want to see more, please come on back. I'm happy to do this again with you. Oh, you're very welcome. Until next time. Yes, you be well now. Bye-bye.